Okay. What's going on? LBHT crew B, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
All right. So the NBA finals just finished. The Bucks win in 6. B, you got your prediction right. B called it. I called it the opposite way. I called it the Suns in 6. But Giannis said we ain't having that. All
And
right.
I knew Chris Paul would come through for me, like he always does.
Hey man, he tried to play big towards the end, but Giannis just look, he wanted more.
Yeah.
He wanted more. So congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis, oh, what's going on? Yes, that was fun. That was a fun series. At first for a while there, I thought I was gonna go 7. I thought I was gonna go 7. The Suns took the lead at halftime, and yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that Giannis was going to give a big time performance tonight. He ended up with 50 points, 13 rebounds, 5 blocks. I'm not sure how many assists he had. I was very surprised, or a little surprised at the way Devin Booker played. We had talked previously, the Suns are a pretty young team. They're veterans. Chris Paul and Jay Crowder aren't really guys that you can rely on to carry you.
right.
And so that was part of the reason why I picked Milwaukee to begin with. They have a lot more experience throughout their role players. And Devin Booker had been playing worse as the playoffs went on, but I didn't think that he would turn in that kind of performance in an elimination game.
Yeah. Look, the Bucks are the more experienced team, right? We talked about that. This is a grown man's game, and you see why. Like the team with more experience usually can. What are you laughing at?
Laughing at Deshaun.
What's going on, Deshaun? What's going on, man? He couldn't wait. Yes, he couldn't wait for the CP3 shade. Yes, he could not wait. He was waiting for this moment. But look, no shade at CP3, man. He made it to the finals. Look, this was his best chance of winning. To be honest, it was both of him and Giannis. It was their best chance to win an NBA Finals on their current teams because you and I talked about it. If they lost this opportunity, it's just going to get harder from here, right?
Yeah, if I'm Chris Paul, honestly, I'm probably asking for a trade this offseason. I don't think that he doesn't have, like you said, he doesn't have many years left. I don't think realistically you can expect Phoenix to get back to the finals before he retires. I mean, they've got a great base with Booker and Ayton. Even Cameron Johnson stepped up throughout the playoffs, but I don't think Chris Paul is going to be there. By the time they're challenging again.
I mean, honestly, I don't see the Bucks getting back either, right?
I don't think so. But Giannis is 26, so I mean,
yes.
he's got a lot more time. I mean, Kevin Durant, LeBron, Curry, like all those guys are going to be gone before Giannis is done.
Yeah.
So I mean, they could, they could retool that team and get there. Chris Paul doesn't have many chances left. Period.
True. Yeah. That's true.
What's going on, Shaheen?
Shaheen, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming through. It's LBHHT show, not LGBT show. But yeah, thanks for coming through though, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's a typo. Yeah, so I ain't mad. Can't blow 2-0 lead in a 6-game. Yeah, you can't blow 2-0 lead, man. When you're in the finals, especially like someone like Chris Paul. You have to look. You have to bring it like Giannis brought it, right? I mean, maybe Chris Paul just doesn't have that in him anymore. But I mean, Giannis wanted it more, man. And at this point in his career, Chris Paul should have put on a better performance. You're up 2-0, you got to be able to finish.
Well, I mean, he's never had that in him. He's not that type of scorer. He's never really been that. He can score like that at times.
But this is a time to do it. You got to play bigger than yourself.
Right. Well, no, I mean he can do it, here and there. Giannis is a scorer. That was his third 40-point game of the finals. Like Chris Paul doesn't have that in it. That's not really his game. But yeah, I mean, he did need to put it in better performance than he did. But I mean, that's not really shocking from Chris Paul. I mean, that's kind of been the story of his career everywhere he's gone.
Look, here's my thing, man. You can say about anybody, you never do it until you do it, So
Yeah, but not everybody comes up small in the playoffs until they do it though. Like
Yeah.
that's a that's kind of a Chris Paul thing. That's how it was in LA for several years. I mean, he had a great team in LA and they just couldn't get it done. Right.
Yeah, that's true.
He played well throughout the playoffs this year. He was hurt in the first round, but he played well since then. And even in the finals, he played pretty well.
Yeah.
He had one really bad game a couple games ago, but this wasn't a situation of Chris Paul choking and whatever. He played well. They just got beat by a better team.
Yeah, that's all it comes down to, man. The Bucks, like I said, the more experienced team. Look, they didn't look great. Really, they didn't look great this whole playoffs. I'm talking about the supporting cast for Giannis. Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday in particular. And we talked about it before. Up until this game, really, Agent E, what's going on? If they lose that game to the Nets, if it weren't for that little inch, that little centimeter on on KD's shoe, I mean, we're looking at Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday as, man, those guys got to go, right? Because they had awful playoffs.
Also looking at Giannis much differently. I mean, they were getting destroyed in that series early on. The first couple of games until Brooklyn had a couple of injuries. And it's not to say that he played horribly, but I mean, if Brooklyn doesn't have Kyrie and James Harden both hurt,
yeah,
I mean, they might get swept right there and in embarrassing fashion.
Well, that's why it was so important for them to win this finals, and I'm happy for Giannis because my thing is this dude CP3 blew 4 games in a row. He was the leader of the team. It's all on him.
I don't know about it. I hate Chris Paul.
Hey, Agent E, thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate it. Hey, we're not gonna be too far behind, man. So I gotta work in the morning. So I mean, you already see on my face, I'm struggling.
Yeah, I'm not a Chris Paul fan at all. Like I cannot stand the dude. But that's not all on him. I mean, Devin Booker came out in an elimination game and went 8 for 22 from the field, 0 for 7 from 3, scored 19 points. Like it was, DeAndre Ayton had 10 points tonight. I believe he finished with. Like it just wasn't good enough. The pressure of the moment got to the Suns.
Yeah. So what's next? I mean, for the Suns, really, I mean, they're a young team. Chris Paul, yes, he should be looking to move on. All right. I don't think they can run the table again. The rest of that team, keep them together, try to add another star player there, and they can run it back. Maybe not next year, but I don't know. But they're young. They can make another run at some point. Yeah. The Bucks, yes, they won. They're all happy. I know they're gonna want to stay together, but they should look to move some pieces around, add a better player next to Giannis because it's gonna be harder next year.
It says, come on, what about the previous 2 games with Devin Booker, 82 lost both? I'm not saying that he shares, that he doesn't get any blame. I'm saying it's not all on Chris Paul.
Yeah.
It's not all on him.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And by the way, no. No, thank you. Do not want.
There's a time where I was just like, get him to the Lakers, but I think that time has passed, man.
Yeah. Deshaun saying there, the Sons of Youth showed up at the worst possible time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they ran into Giannis at the worst possible time. Like he was just not going to be denied. Once the Bucks kind of handled business when he got hurt against Atlanta and they won those 2 games, he came back and said, this is our championship. We're not losing it.
Yeah. 2 things happened. One, Giannis is the best player on the court, right? Like that was one thing. And 2, they had more veteran players on the team. So even when both teams, because both teams started shooting bad to start this game out, but the veteran team knows how to work through that, right?
Yeah, and that was one of my things. My thing in the NBA is always in a series, pick the team with the best player or the best top of the roster, right? Yeah. And that was Milwaukee with Giannis. But to your point, Drew Holiday struggled shooting the ball all series long. Like he had one great game, but he struggled mightily But Drew Holiday contributes in every other phase. You know,
Yes.
he's passing the ball, he's playing defense and everything. And you know, you look at Devin Booker and you know, you're not getting that from him. You know, if he's not on shooting the ball, that's kind of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's
What's
veterans.
up, Ferris?
What's going on, Ferris? Yes, that was an exciting series. That was an exciting series. I know it's not the series that everybody wanted, but you know, it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. Yes, it would have been different if everybody were healthy. Not so many stars got hurt, but you know, it is what it is, man. The show must go on. You gotta play the game still, and they played it.
Yeah, it's like Kawhi with Toronto. You know, they don't win that championship if Golden State stays healthy, but Golden State didn't stay healthy, and they seized the moment. Right?
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, this year it looked worse because, especially when you look at Phoenix, everybody that Phoenix played got hurt along the way. Like everybody was severely limited by injury. You know, you had the Lakers with LeBron playing hurt the whole time. AD missed some games. Denver didn't have Jamal Murray. You go to the Clippers, they didn't have Kawhi Leonard. You know,
Right.
so up until the finals, like everybody was severely limited. But you know, that was also kind of the case for Milwaukee a little bit. You know, against Brooklyn. They wouldn't have gotten past Brooklyn if Brooklyn was healthy. But you know, like I said, that was the path for both of them.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee stepped up and said, you know, we're going to take advantage of it. And now
Yeah.
all that anybody's going to remember is Milwaukee has a ring.
Exactly. When we look back on this, Giannis has a ring. That's what it's going to be. Right. I mean, you can make up whatever excuse you want right now, but as years go on, you know, we're going to forget the details and we'll just remember that Giannis scored 50 points in a closeout game and was the
And
Finals
was
MVP.
what was it? I believe 16 for 17 from the free throw line to close out Phoenix.
So that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling
going
B
on?
before the
Click
game.
one. Thanks for
Click
coming
one.
through, man.
What's up, man? Hey, man, we been here. We've been here, and we're gonna be here tomorrow, right? Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. If you guys are new, anybody that's here that's new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We do a live show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. So
Fair, stop lying.
I don't believe that Bucks could have beaten full healthy. Come on. They barely beat a 1.5. Like I can't even call Harden half healthy. All right, he was out there struggling and still, you know, they barely won by an inch. I look. I don't want to take anything away from the Bucks. You know, obviously, you know, I might be biased because I'm a Nets fan, but I just don't think they have any shot of beating the Nets next year, if healthy.
Right.
If healthy.
Yeah.
Shaheen says, as long as LeBron doesn't win another championship, I'm happy.
Don't read any
your-
more of Shaheen's comments.
Man, Shaheen hates everything, man. I saw the shade you was throwing on the Panthers earlier. Okay, I saw you.
His free throws are the most impressive part of his stat line. Yeah, I mean, listen,
Well-
for a guy who's been awful, like embarrassingly awful at free throws throughout the playoffs, that was an incredible performance.
Yeah, Kevin Durant isn't human, but do you know who is also not human? Giannis. Yeah, but
Man, Brooklyn beat them
but-
by 39 in game 2, man.
right. Who else? Who else are you gonna put up against a healthy Kyrie and a healthy Harden?
What's going on, Brandon? Thanks for coming to the
What's
stream.
going on, man? Yeah, Brandon. Are you a Suns fan?
Suns fan.
Suns fan. Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Yeah. Hard fought game, man. Like hard fought series. I know it sucks. You're up 2-0. I mean, the same thing with us, right? We're up 2-0. A little different in our case. You know, you see your guys go down. You start thinking
Yeah,
differently.
we're not like you, but you know.
No, like you're fully healthy and you win the first 2 games. You thinking we got this, of course, right?
Hey. They were not fully healthy. They were missing Dario Saric.
He
Tore his
might,
ACL.
he might have made a difference in the series.
Yeah, I mean, they were going to Kaminsky in this game. So,
Frank the Tank.
old Magaminsky.
But with Giannis, the thing is, you know, great players can play outside of themselves when they need to. So no, he's not a great free throw shooter, but in clutch moments, he's gonna make those free throws. He's not a great shooter or even a good shooter, But when he needs to make a three to keep his team in the game, he makes the three. He takes the shot. That's what great players do, right? And that's why they won this series. LeBron had to do the same thing in Miami when the Spurs were forcing him to shoot. He said, "You know what? This is what I need to do. I'm gonna take those shots and I'm gonna make them."
Yeah. Clip one. I said it before, and I'll say it again. The narrative CP3 needed / deserves a ring is so false. Yeah, I mean, look. Sometimes great players just don't find themselves in the right situation to win a ring. That wasn't Chris Paul. I mean, he was in the right situation. He just didn't do it. But yeah, he's still a great player. He doesn't need the ring to validate that, and he damn sure doesn't deserve it.
Man, look. I mean, it's not about deserves. It's about who goes and gets it. Okay?
Right? No, but that's what I mean. Like there is no deserve. You know, I mean, you either you go out there and you win it or you don't. You know, a lot of people would have liked to have seen him win a ring. I'm not one of them.
Unfortunately, you know, this is how we judge our great players in the NBA, thanks to the media narrative, right? It's by rings, which is why I was happy Giannis got his ring out the way now, because I don't know what position he's going to be in the future to win a ring. I think he'll put himself in another position to win, but not with the Bucks, to be honest. I don't see the Bucks getting back to the finals, which is why, if my team ain't going to do it, I'm glad his team was able to do it before he has to either, force them to trade for another star or leave.
I don't think he's going to force his way out. He's got his ring. I think he's going to stay there. Deshaun's asking, does Dame to the Suns give them a chance to get back? He ain't going to the Suns, man.
I don't think. I don't think Giannis is going to leave now. But a couple years from now, if they're not back there, I can see him leaving.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think that we talked about this before they even got to the finals. I think they should be packaging up Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday and trying to get Damian Lillard to Milwaukee to keep this going. You got the ring with your best friend, ship him out and make sure you stay a contender now. I mean, because this is the talk now, right? Is Giannis a top 2 power forward of all time? What's up, Z the Beast? Thanks for coming through.
What's going on, man?
And you can make an argument for him that, because I mean he's only 26. He's 26. He won MVP. Then the next year he won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Now he won NBA the championship and Finals MVP. And realistically, you're saying he's got at least another 8 years in him.
8 years or so,
right?
Yeah.
So I mean you can absolutely make the argument that he'll be a top 2 power forward of all time. But, if you really want to rise up that board, if that's what really matters to you, the whole legacy conversation, you got to keep winning.
Yeah, that's true. So, we'll see next year. This year was crucial for him, though.
Devin has to get on a flight with Chris and Drew to Tokyo now. I am not getting on that plane, huh, Devin Booker? There's no chance. No chance.
Are they playing in the Olympics? Why they're still?
I think they're scheduled to, but
they're still having it.
Yeah.
I agree.
So we trade Chris Middleton to drop 40 in back-to-back games in the finals. Yes, Damian Lillard's a much better player than him.
Right. Yeah. I mean, see, is that train of thought is what keep teams just right there.
That's why Ferris is a Knicks fan, man. Right there.
Caught up in the moment. You can't get caught up in the moment, man. Like, they took advantage of the opportunity. There are a lot of, LeBron was playing hurt. AD's out. Kawhi's out. Harden and Kyrie, thanks to Giannis, is out. Like a lot of your star players are out. You didn't have to go through these guys. And you took advantage and you won. Congrats. But you're not banking on all this happening again to win it again. So you have to upgrade.
That's the Ravens mentality. Are you saying you're disagreeing that Lillard is a better player than Chris Middleton? Is that what you're disagreeing with?
It can't be, because there's no argument there.
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Said what moment he did this to the Nets too and the Hawks. the Nets were hurt. The moment that he's talking about is the Nets not having Kyrie Irving and having an injured James Harden there, and not having to face the Lakers or the Clippers in the finals because of injury.
We're not going to do this show. We're not going to do this. Oh, well, but KD should have been enough. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he wasn't. He's playing another great player, but we're not going to pretend like
Brandon. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you, man. We're not going to pretend like Kyrie and Harden are Middleton and Drew Holiday level players. Those are elite players, right? And they absolutely make a difference. That goes without saying. If those guys are healthy, yeah, we'll blow them off the court. Everybody knows that. Who's that? Lakers versus Brooklyn next year. Let's be real. If they get Dame Lillard, yeah.
What's going on, Derek? Thanks for coming.
What's up, Derek? What's going on, man?
There's disagreeing. No way.
Come on, man. Listen. Just focus. Listen, Ferris. You just focus on Julius Randle's max deal that you're going to get ready for him. Okay, prepare for that. What happened? Yeah, I do know, right? Look like derailed Ice Cube. Oh man, I look like Ice Cube.
No, I'm on the right.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've never heard that one before. But thanks for coming through. Hit that subscribe button. Okay.
That next comment would make sense if I said Bobby Portis deserves the max. You mean Knicks legend Bobby Portis? Ferris?
Listen. Ferris just about 6 weeks ago would have said Julius Randle deserves the max deal. As every Knicks fan was saying going into the playoffs, oh yeah, max deal. Yeah, Julius Randle, max deal. Now, yeah. What happened?
Ferris has not been a Julius Randle fan. Okay.
But he was okay with him getting the max. I think every Knicks fan said maybe he's not a max player, but we're good with Julius Randle getting the max, right? Because you thought you could build around him. You don't think that anymore, though. Just saying.
But anyway, no. It's see now Ferris got us all derailed here. I don't even know what we were talking about anymore.
No, because he was saying that they would have beaten a healthy Knicks or Nets team, and
right. Yeah, that's not true.
Right.
And yes, Damian Lillard, much better player than Chris Middleton. I understand they're not going to do that. They're not going to trade those guys. I just think they should. They should push to stay at the front. Yeah. But I don't think they're going to do that. No.
Yeah. All right. So look, guys, man, that's it. I mean, that's the end of the season. We got the NBA draft coming up. We'll probably do a live stream, not for the whole first round. We'll probably do like the top 15, like the lottery or something like that. And we'll be here for some all-season news, if free agent signings or trades or anything like that. What are our thoughts on Kawhi?
I'm not sure. He's not a free agent this summer, is he? I think he's got one more year.
I think he can opt out. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure about that. This year or next year, he can opt out. Because
my opinion, as soon as he got to LA, was that he would be gone at the first opportunity.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's this summer or next summer. I'm not sure, but I think he's going to leave LA.
Yeah. Z to B says he can opt out this year. So I don't know. I think he'll stay. Or if he opts out, he'll re-sign. Every player opts out to get more money, and they'll pay him. So, but I think he'll stay in LA. They played well without him. Paul George he played not like playoff P. He played.
He played a little like playoff.
He played respectable, and I think that team showed a lot with Kawhi out of the lineup. So I think Kawhi will feel comfortable coming back to that team.
The thing is that the ACL injury changes things, right? Like, I don't know if he's even going to be ready to play next season. I wouldn't think so. He might miss the entire year, or at least most of the year. So at this point with that injury, I think he's probably gonna stay.
Yeah, that's a good point. Deshaun says, as a Wizards fan, even I can't fathom building my team around Julius Randle. But you're not a Knicks fan, though.
Listen,
listen. At one point,
I'm pretty sure you can fathom it. You just don't like it.
Deshaun, at one point, Knicks fans would have been all in on Jeremy Lin. Okay, max deal built around Jeremy Lin.
Yeah.
All right. That's how Knicks fans are, man.
They said Carmelo got to get in where he fits in.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So the offseason, any signings, we're expecting some possible trades. We're going to be on the lookout for Dame Lillard, maybe to the Lakers, maybe. Well, I don't see Golden State, to be honest. I know that was one of the teams that they threw out there, but I don't see Golden State. Look at Davon. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming through. He said, well. Deshaun said, not Linsanity. Yep, Linsanity. All right. Is there anything else to add? I don't want to be here too late tonight, man. We got a live show tomorrow. All right.
Misdiagnosed his ACL injury. If he got mad at the Spurs for the calf. Did they misdiagnose it? I don't know. I haven't heard.
Yeah, I haven't heard that. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if he can come back and play next year. What's going on? Keeping It Real. Keeping It Real just finished his live stream, man. I was watching your live stream. Keeping It Real has been live streaming, giving play-by-play for the NBA Finals, and he's been doing his post-game shows, man. He is awesome. And he's also a Ravens fan. So, we're getting ready to start training camp. So you make sure you subscribe to him. And we're gonna be collabing here pretty soon, man. I know we keep talking about it, but me and B, we're bad with planning. So, but we're gonna get together. We're gonna get together, man, and we're gonna do a live stream together.
Okay, so yeah, the chat's saying they did misdiagnose it. Well, I mean, yeah, that Kawhi has not been real happy with organizations in the past about that. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know then. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll go back to my original thought when he went to LA that he'll be out at his first opportunity.
Yeah. So, okay. We don't have much to add. We've been here for about 30 minutes. All right. You guys, you still in here, man. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. All right. And if you're into NFL, you're into football, we're getting ready to start talking about training camp. B's a Panthers fan. Hey, appreciate you keeping it real. B's a Panthers fan. I'm a Ravens fan. We do a lot of Ravens and Panthers on this channel. But we talk NFL in general, and obviously we talk NBA. So any NBA news coming up, we're gonna cover it. The draft, we're gonna cover it. So and we do boxing and UFC on here as well. So check us out, man. We do a lot of dope stuff, and check out our live stream tomorrow, 7 p.m. All right. Derek Weatherly says Beal gets traded before Lillard. I thought he was going to get traded this year.
I think they both should be getting traded this offseason, so I won't comment on which happens first. Right?
Yeah.
And Davon noticing we're approaching 700 subs. That's right. Thank you. I appreciate everybody who's checked out the channel and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, y'all love your Lamar Jackson talk, man. Yeah, y'all love it. Y'all love it, man. Yo, what's going on? Mikey from Off the Record Podcast. Make sure you check them out. Mikey, man, what are your thoughts on tonight's game? We're getting ready to wrap up here, man. Give us your thoughts real quick. More than happy. You're more ready for that project.
They're talking about Kanye's album.
Yeah. Look. He puts out great music, man. I can't front. He's been he's been all over the place, but his music still hits. So I'm not. We'll see. We'll see. Deshaun says plot twist. They team up. Lillard and Beal. Where they team up at?
Man, the obvious answer is the Los Angeles Lakers.
You can't get both of them.
Yes, you can. And as I told Deshaun, I did get both of them in my NBA 2K, my NBA, because Anthony Davis started complaining a little bit, and I said, okay, I'm not taking complaints from a dude who misses half the playoffs. So I traded him for Bradley Beal. Yeah.
Yep. Mike says no more shade for the freak. He got the hardware now. Unfortunately, that's the name of the game in the NBA, man. Like, a player can be great, but if he doesn't have rings, he's looked at differently, and I'm happy for him.
What's going on, Raven
says
Ron?
Chris Paul to the Lakers. This is the second person that said Chris Paul to the Lakers.
No.
CP3 going to play with his best friend.
No.
Is he going to play with his best friend?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It could happen.
No.
He was at the game, you know. He was at the game.
He was at the game and watched them collapse, and he was on Twitter shouting out Giannis tonight. So
yeah. Street clothes for Beal. Okay,
that's right. Get some shooting in LA.
Yeah,
it'll be like Hassan Whiteside. We got shooters.
They want to say y'all about to make B's blood boil.
Look, it ain't gonna happen. I'm just so whatever. All right.
Yeah. All right. You want to add anything before we get out of here?
No, man. I think that's it. You know,
I'm
congratulations
trying
to Giannis and the Bucks.
Yes. I'm trying to make this short because we'll be here for another hour if we keep going. Bringing the chip to Milwaukee is along the lines of Bron winning one in Cleveland. Not the same exactly. No, because Kareem brought one to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But it's close. Yep, in the same classroom. Yeah, no, absolutely, because the Bucks are kind of that franchise where nobody's gonna want to go and play there necessarily. You know what I mean? Like they're not a team that you talk about even now. Nobody really expects him to go back, even with Giannis' performance. But what he did, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care that everybody got hurt. I don't care. He got to play who's in front of you. He did that. He won. He got his ring. I'm happy for him.
They needed this. The Packers are rebuilding. Not quite yet, man. Not quite yet.
We're gonna be talking
about on Aaron.
We're gonna be talking about that on tomorrow's show too. Aaron Rodgers said, "There's not enough money on the face of this planet that's gonna keep me here any longer." Damn, man. They wanted to make him the richest player in NFL history, and he was like, "Hell no." Yeah. All right. We're gonna wrap this up, guys. Appreciate you coming through. Man, it's midnight already.
That it is.
All right. So be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. You want to talk some more Milwaukee Bucks winning it all? We can do that. We'll do that at the bonus time of the show. But we have a lineup for you guys tomorrow. If you're in the NFL, we got a lot of NFL, in particular, some Ravens. Training camps are starting. We got some pre-training camp injuries with Cam Akers. We're going to discuss that.
What's going on, Mr. J?
The Young Bucks, pun intended, wanted more. Sad CP3 didn't capitalize, but Giannis and Donis. That's the other thing too, man. The brothers got to win a championship together. That's got to be a great feeling.
It was kind of sad because he wasn't actually there. He's in the protocols, but
he still gets a ring.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, wasn't actually there to celebrate with them while he was, after they won it. But all three of them now. All three Antetokounmpo brothers have NBA championships.
Yeah, because he got a ring with the Lakers last year, right? The other one.
Costas did, yeah. Incredible.
You can't write a better story.
And only one of them had to work for it. It's the best. It's the best.
What a great story.
Not according to Manuel Acho. He said Giannis can't be the face of the league. Because you don't know his story. You don't know his mother's name.
Oh, my God. He tried to pull a Stephen A. He tried to pull a soft Stephen A.
Emmanuel Acho's a clown, man.
He's said a lot of clown things in the span of 2 weeks.
Yeah. He's thrown it in a hyperdrive. It's awful. You don't know his story. You don't know anything about him. He can't be the face of the league. Man.
He is working hard for clicks. That man is thirsty for clicks. If you guys get a minute, man, just click on one of his links just to get him off everybody's backs. Yes. Thirsty for clicks. That might be our next video.
We think Giannis is like the Lamar of the NBA. I saw Engraven tweeting about that earlier, about how they have kind of styles of play that people don't really appreciate necessarily, and hadn't had a lot of playoff success, but they won MVPs and all that. So I think along those lines, you could kind of call him the Lamar of the NBA. Obviously the NBA is different. I mean, Giannis carried them to a title, right? Lamar can't do that on his own in the NFL.
No.
He's been ready to win a championship for a while. I think with the additions of Bateman and Wallace, and and to an extent Sammy Watkins, I think they may be ready next year. But Lamar's going to get a Super Bowl before he's done. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah, me neither. I'm super young. He's got time, and I think we have a competent enough organization to eventually put a team, a Super Bowl team around him. I know PFF, with their that constant clickbaiting. They put out today that the Ravens have the number one front office in the league. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow too. Now, I think that was a little pandering after they slandered Lamar. But
well, not only Lamar, the AFC North talk. Shout out to Sonny and the guys. They were talking about how PFF had Patrick Queen as the worst linebacker in the league last year.
So they drafted the worst linebacker in the league, and Lamar Jackson, who's not a top 50 player, but we had the number one front office.
There you go.
In the league.
Makes sense.
All right, guys. We'll talk about it tomorrow. All right. We'll talk about it tomorrow. If you're new, man, subscribe. Check us out tomorrow, man. We'll see you later. Well, you want to read this last comment? What you got here?
Sure. I felt like this Bucks squad was ready for a championship push since 2018, and I felt like our Ravens were ready for a Super Bowl push since 2019. I think that's fair. Except with the Bucks, it wasn't like with the Ravens where there was a clear deficiency in talent on the offense and the coaching holding them back. Yeah. The Bucks just didn't show up in the playoffs. They got upset, really. I mean, they Miami had no business beating them, but they went down.
Yeah. They definitely choked last year, but they made up for it this year, man. So congratulations to the Bucks. Congratulations to Giannis. Enjoy that ring, man. Enjoy that MVP. All right, and we'll discuss more tomorrow and in the coming days, as we get ready for the draft. But y'all have a good night. Be safe. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.